it wouldn't be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl. You see, man made the cars to take us over the road. Man made the train to carry the heavy load. Man made the electric light to take us out of the dark. Man made the boat for the water, like Noah made the ark. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. Man thinks about a little bit of baby girls and a baby boys. Man make them happy, 'cause man make them toys. And after man make everything he can, you know that man makes money to buy from other men.
Oh, welcome to the Man Cave, where men are welcome. Women enter at your own risk. Today is February the 5th, 2014.
There it is.
The 5th.
What's up, DJ?
Ain't nothing but the rent.
That's my saying.
Oh, try it again.
What's up, DJ?
Ain't nothing but the car note.
What's up, Tony T?
All my bills paid.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
Any shout outs? Any shout outs to you?
You know what? I got a couple shout outs. Shout out to Life.
Oh, you
In
stealing
general.
everybody's stuff today.
He just trying to step on folks' toes, but that's all right, though.
Shout out to the Seahawks from whooping off into the Broncos. And for all y'all Seattle Seahawks fans that's just going to come out the woodwork, tell me who was number 80 in 1984. Don't Google it. He's a congressman, too. Let's see if you know if you're a Seattle Seahawks fan. Shout out to everybody that's listening. East Coast, West Coast, down south, overseas.
What about you?
So DJ just took all my stuff. I'll just say, just shout out to the shout out.
Shout out to the shout out to the shout out.
That's right. Shout out to the
I
shout
ain't got
out.
nobody to shout out, so we just gonna go into our order of business. First things first is New Word Wednesday.
Look out, y'all.
If you can, Glenn, pop that up there. New Word Wednesday is.
We trying to educate you.
The New Word Wednesday is
Tenuous.
tenuous. No, what is this?
No, we don't know.
No, that was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we don't the Pope no more.
Yeah, we ain't on that no more.
No, we not
Yeah,
on
New Word Wednesday is tenuous. Tenuous spelled TENUOUS. Adjective means very weak or slight.
The way the Broncos played Sunday.
Synonyms: slight, flimsy, weak, doubtful, questionable,
Broncos,
suspect.
Broncos, their offense,
Tenuous.
defense.
Tenuous.
Yeah.
Broncos.
Good word. I like that word.
Give me a sentence, DJ.
Peyton Manning played very tenuous on in that scrimmage on Sunday.
Wow.
Well, you know what? Peyton Manning honestly did what he do. He did what he normally do. Never show up for the big game. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay, let's see. Did you pop up the word of the day up there? It never
did
popped
I
up?
don't think it never
It
popped.
did not. Okay.
I emailed you some stuff too. GK, did you get it?
The WCW. Do you have the WCW?
There it is right there. Tenuous.
Tenuous. There it is right there. Tenuous. Do you have the WCW? Okay, all right. We just
World
How was
Champion
your week,
Wrestling
LJ?
Network.
my week was well. Yeah, I'll be all right.
All right.
Okay.
Then. All right then.
Need to bring it in?
I'm
You need to bring it in? From a
good.
long distance. Here we go. You ready?
I'm good. Your head chopped off.
Yeah, you chopped my head off. I need to drop down a little bit. I'm a little tall. I need to get down a little bit. All right.
Down a little bit.
How was your weekend, Swole? Swole. Tony?
It ain't that kind of chair, buddy.
Oh, man, I'm tall. I guess I'll...
Yeah, you just got to be tall today.
Yeah, I got to be tall.
You'll be all right.
How was your week? Tony?
It's still
Tony
going.
T?
So far so good, but it's still going. We're 2 down, 2 more to go. You know,
That's what's up.
but I can't complain. Every day above ground is a good day. That's my saying.
Yeah.
That's right. Every day above ground.
All right.
Yeah. Creek don't rise.
And
Yeah.
river don't overflow.
We got that WCW up yet?
Get that dope.
We got the woman crush?
If y'all find something that you're interested in and want to talk about, Tony T, tell them how to reach us.
Give us a call. Let us know what you're thinking. Coming from the Dome. 760-798-9848. That is how you reach us. Give us a call. We got a good topic tonight. We want y'all to chime in. Let us know what's going on.
Yeah.
Reach out. Touch somebody.
So, I guess without a picture, we just gonna keep it moving. Without a picture, our WCW is Dorothy Dandridge.
Oh, she made one of them songs Lil Wayne be singing right now.
She kind of right. She's real right.
Dorothy Dandridge. Man,
Woman Crush Wednesday.
yeah, that is our WCW of the January 5th.
It's February.
February 5th, I'm sorry. Boy, you quick on your feet. Give me 5.
No.
Dorothy Dandridge. Sexy woman. That
Yes,
is,
she did.
she's, you know,
Halle Berry did her story.
that's what I was getting ready to say.
Look at
She is so sexy that she could be in today and still be sexy.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
And that picture that they had up there right there was from 1959.
Yeah, she was ready. 59 and fine.
Did you see that? Put that picture back up.
She was fine in 1959.
That was 1959
That's right.
on the Ebony magazine.
Look, what that song is?
And
Lil Wayne got a little song like that. She sings it.
she's still fine. Like Halle Berry, they had to get Halle Berry, which is she's epitome of fine. That
Yeah,
you know when
yeah,
you
yeah,
use
yeah.
when you for black folks when we think someone fine or sexy, females we use Halle Berry,
Uh-huh,
and the
Halle
males
Berry,
they either
Halle
use
Berry.
what's his name
Denzel.
Denzel or what's the other one?
Morris. Chestnut.
No, the old school Billy D. Williams.
Billy D?
Man, my grandmama loves some Billy D.
Billy
You love Billy D?
Who do?
Yeah.
I said my grandmama.
You did?
No, I
You
didn't.
like
But I mean, he was a smooth cat. You
He
know, when
was.
you get older, you able to say, "Yeah, look at her. She ain't got no makeup on right there. Look at her."
Yeah, she looked like Beyonce.
No, she
Just a
don't.
little bit.
Nah,
That's
she
a
definitely
little
looked
Latoya
like
Jackson.
She definitely looked like Holly.
I say Latoya.
She a little mix of somebody up in there.
Latoya.
Oh,
Not Latoya, Janet.
Janet.
You said
Jackson.
Latoya.
I meant to say Janet. You know when
They're all
Janet.
one person.
Wow. Can I get
That's
another
why,
chair? Because
that's why you'll never see them all together.
I'm cut off.
They're all one person.
I'm gonna have to slouch down today. I'm gonna be.
Don't
there
slouch
you go.
down. See, you got up
There you
there.
go.
You
You
up
ready?
there.
You ready? There you go. You in there, see?
Only when they do.
All
the-
right. Rise and shine.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So
Dorothy.
we gonna move on to
Dandridge
our
to the
topic
Dorothy.
to get it all started.
Mhm.
And our topic for the day, about to get touchy up in here. This one DJ's topic. He love this old controversial stuff like this. Him.
Yeah.
Topic for the day: how important is Black history?
How important is Black history?
How important is Black history? You got is another part to that question.
There's another part too.
Yeah, you can't just say how important Black history is, because you gotta say how important Black history is to like the world, to Black people, to Caucasians, to other races.
How important is Black history? Period.
Just in general,
Yeah.
it's not that important to a
I
lot
mean,
of
it's
people.
a very broad question. I get that.
How
I
important
understand. It's a
how
very
important-
broad question, but
Right.
we can pick and choose what we want to talk about. Then
Okay, I'll give you that.
you give me that.
I'll
Okay.
give you that. All right.
All right. How important
Tony
is
got some
Black
paper
history?
over there. Look like he about to go
So
into it.
we
No,
about to
no,
bring up a
I'm
little,
just, you know,
a couple
I'm
of
just-
1 or 2 facts about Black history before we start going into
Black
this
to
little
the
bit
history.
debate.
History
Go
to the
ahead.
Black. All right.
What you got for us, Tony?
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna get a whole lot of stuff because it's such a very broad topic and there's so much history to the black out there. But let me see here. Black history itself. When you think about black history, when people ask that question, why is it important? I was reading something today, doing a little research, and it's important because there's two sides to society, and in every culture, whether it be America, whether it be overseas, there's a dominant group and there's a minority group. See what I'm saying? Generally in America, who do we consider to be the dominant group?
White folks.
White folks, exactly. We are known
Caucasians.
as Caucasians. We're black folks, Hispanics. Generally, we're known as the minority group.
Right.
And so when we brought over here in slavery days, we had to learn what? The dominant group's culture. How they do things. Usually the dominant group, the minority group has to learn the dominant group's way of doing things. That's why black history is so important. Because the simple fact is, you're learning their ways and doing things, but you're forgetting about and you're not being able to learn your own way of doing things because you're trying to integrate and connect with them.
But then my question is that if we were stripped of a culture which is not black history,
Right.
At that point it's African history that was stripped from us, then our black history is white history, Caucasian history, because our history begins once we get here.
Right, but you get the movie Roots, how they kept trying to change Kunta's name to Toby. He says, no, I'm Kunta. And he kept beating him. He says, no, your name is going to be Toby. That's where you lose out on your heritage, because he was trying to hold on to his heritage. No, I'm Dinka. I'm from the Mandinka tribe, whatever it was. He didn't want to conform to, the American ways of doing things. So in turn, he was trying to hold on to his African, or heritage. Whereas the other slaves, they went ahead and took those names that they gave them, whether it be Toby, Billy, Jack, whatever, and they forgot about their African names. So in turn, they lost their history. So that's why we as a people, it's important that we recognize or we really show, pass it on, you know what I mean? That's how important our history is. Because a lot of it was forgotten. It was. A lot of slaves did come over here and forget about their history because they were trying to conform or fit in to the way that the white man or that the master wanted them to do.
Right.
Right. So that's that's my take on why it's very important for us, why we need to, recognize it.
Okay.
I just wish they would have gave us 31 days instead of 28, but
Do you know why Black History Month is in the month of February?
No.
Enlighten us.
Black History, a lot of us tend to get upset because February is a short month. But Black History is in the month of February because we accomplished a lot. A lot has been accomplished. A lot of bills were passed in the month of February. That's why Black History is in the month of February.
Okay. All right. I can respect that. All right.
So what things did we achieve in the month of February?
Break it on down for us.
That's a good question.
And you gonna leave it at that?
You gonna leave it at that?
You gonna come with facts like that, but you ain't gonna tell us.
I wasn't gonna say that until the last.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't gonna say that until the last show in February.
Oh, okay.
Because everyone's gonna call in and say, or people's gonna call in, people's gonna talk about, well, they gave us the month of February. That's the shortest month. But I wasn't gonna let that be known. I was gonna let everybody voice their opinion about it until the last show.
Oh.
Then I was gonna tell them why.
But you don't let the cat out the bag.
Yeah,
You might
well,
as
too
well just
late
go
now.
on.
You
Might as
know
well
how
go
you
roll
are.
with it. That's
Premature ejaculation.
Look out, I got
Always
kids.
doing stuff early.
We no, never mind.
Come on, break it on down.
What the? What do you think about
Black history.
Black
To you, why is it important?
Why is Black History important to me?
To you, what's
To me, or dude?
why is Black history important to you?
To you, DJ.
Black History?
Because you did the thesis in high school.
That's right. So why is it important?
Black History is very important as a African American or as a Black person. What we say, we should know our history. We should know, in order to better ourselves and to not settle for certain things, we should
Right.
know how the history was. And me growing up in the South, seeing certain things, we automatically lost before we even went in the door just because of the color of our skin.
True.
So to know the struggle, I didn't struggle the way they struggled. You know, we all struggled, but the type of struggle they had, it can either build your character and make you want to do better, or it can put hatred in your heart. You know what I mean? Because to me, I think Black history is very, very important. I've been on the West Coast for a long time now, and in the high schools, it's not a you don't have to graduate knowing Black history, Black studies, a qualification to graduate. Down south
Right.
it is. You must take a Black history class or Black studies class. West Coast, you don't have to do that so much.
Okay, I see what you're saying, right.
You see what I'm saying? So I think as an African American, you want to know why your legs why your legs look like that. Why your features are like this. Why you do certain things. Why we cook the way we cook. Why we live the way we live. Why do we act the way we act. Why they always say that the urban community, African American Black community are all strong-minded. Why they always say the strongest backbones in a race and a woman is Black. Well, that came from somewhere.
Slavery days.
You know, and as Black men, that came from somewhere as well. And both positive and negatively. Beating on people and fighting all the time with the tribes and everything like that. And where the music come from, you know, just patting on the drums and stuff like that. How we celebrate things, how we celebrate birthdays, celebrate life. We should all know that, where that come from, because it came from a certain part of African Americans, or just straight up Africans. I think you should know that. It's very, very important. And a person that don't know that, a Black person that don't know that, in my opinion, I think you're full of shit.
Okay.
Chips.
Chips. Okay. And what about yourself, the LJ?
I was hoping you would avoid me. I was hoping you would avoid me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man. Let's see. Let me start here. I think Black history is important to know about. I think it's important to know where you came from, but I don't think it's important to know Black history to know where you're going.
I disagree.
Because, okay, so you knew that we were slaves and all that. So basically right now you're telling us, because I know we were slaves, does that mean we're going to be slaves again? Is that what you're telling me?
In a sense, we're all slaves in all races. However, if you want to, and that's just not in Black history. That's in history in as a whole.
Right.
You want to know the history you must know your history to move forward to better yourself.
Yeah.
You have to.
Okay.
In every aspect.
Okay. So in other words, history is important, period. But at the same time, I don't think I think it's hard. It's hard because you can't move forward if you keep dwelling on the past. That's how I feel.
So that's the difference. No one said dwell.
But that's
Educate yourself on the past. You're not dwelling on it.
Most people that tell you have to know your history is because they're trying to tell you to dwell on your past.
No,
I can't
agree with that.
I can't tell. See, I let you talk.
I know. I'm just
Okay,
going in
let me
between.
talk.
Go ahead.
I'm down.
It's a healthy argument.
I can't sit here and get mad at someone, a white person, you know, because remember we was talking about Black movies and all not too long ago. I can't get mad at a white person or Caucasian that's 25, 30, 35 years old when they haven't done none of the stuff in which history has.
You're not mad at the person. It's not the person that you're mad
what am I
at.
going to be mad at the culture for?
You're not mad. You're mad at the history and the things that they've done. That's what you're mad at. You're that what. And I'm not even gonna say mad. I'm not even gonna say mad. You could. Some people can be mad and upset and angry about it. But I'm talking about educate yourself on what they went through.
I understand.
That's what I'm saying. Dwelling on it is no. You don't dwell on nothing in history.
But most people who do go back and research history, that's exactly what they do.
I don't
They
agree
dwell
with
on it. They get upset at it, and it
Nah.
motivates them to do things that's irrelevant to today. I believe.
I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it because there's a lot of people that go through history and try to make that change, and they know what went on, and they try to make a change for the better because they trying to open doors for us young African Americans. Hence the affirmative action for one.
So you agree with affirmative action?
Absolutely,
I do not.
I agree with it.
I do not.
Not saying you need to be a circumstance of it, but I agree with it because
I do not.
without the affirmative action, we would have no chance. We would have none.
I don't agree with that either.
Okay.
I don't agree with that.
It's
either.
proven. We wouldn't have no chance.
What is proven is that what affirmative action has proven is, since we a little bit off subject now, since what it has proven is that now a company, all they have to do is abide by the rules, and you cannot find out the truth about that company because they have met all social standards and requirements to say that, hey, we're not a racist company. But had you not had affirmative action and you sent several people in there that was qualified for the positions and they kept getting looked over, then now you can point this company out and say to this company, hey, you guys are racist. We done sent 10 people in here in the last year and a half, 2 years, and y'all haven't hired not named one of them. But you hired this person who was not capable and was white and everything else.
How do you know if they're capable of not doing?
Because you did the research yourself.
You don't know what people's hiring people.
No, I'm saying if you wanted to do a research on a company, you can. But now you can't because affirmative action done met their requirements because of it.
Even still, affirmative action get us in the door. We wasn't even getting looked at. We wasn't even getting those interviews. We wasn't getting anything. We wasn't. Even in sports today, the Rooney Rule, black coaches were not getting looked at. So they had to make something about it. Now look at us. Look at the successful black coaches. Look at the successful black businesses. Look at the successful black things that we have. Affirmative action was needed to be put in place. Point blank. It had to. Because if we didn't have that, if we didn't have affirmative action, how many of us would not have jobs, period? How many of us not have those, would be leading in those Fortune 500 club, or be CEOs, or get hired in the manner of position?
And how many of those companies that we're speaking of right now only have the requirement amount of people that they need to meet the quota?
It's vice versa with black. It's just not affirmative action. Is just not alone for black person. It's it's for black companies too. And when black people want to hire and a Caucasian come in there and want to get a job, you're not gonna give it to him because it's all black and he's white. No,
that's why I don't agree with that. Period. I don't agree with it. Period.
I agree with it because you needed it. You needed it.
There was a time.
It's easier to point out a racist company if you do not have affirmative action. Because now, if you have affirmative action, they can say we're not a racist company. We meet our requirements.
Yeah, how would it be easy to say if a company is racist and we have no affirmative action? They just won't look at us at all.
No, they will. That's what I'm saying.
Without affirmative action, they won't look at us.
What I'm saying to you, DJ, is if you're a company and I'm black and I went there and I felt like you was racist, I can point that out to an NAACP or anything like that, and then they would further their research, send people into that company. Like I said, they'll send 10 people within the next year and a half, 2 years, and say, hey, we sent 10 black women or 5 black women, 5 black men, all was had the qualifications to work here and then some, and you did not hire them. Yet and still, you hired within them 2 years. You hired these white folks that did not have the qualifications, and you hired them. Then now it's easier to point this company out as opposed to affirmative action, where hey, you can't touch me because I met my requirements. A company can hire one Mexican, gay, retired military woman and meet 4 requirements in one. She's woman, she's a minority, and she's a retired veteran.
That's true. I think and I see the on both sides with the argument. You know, I agree with what DJ's saying. I also agree with what you're saying. I think at one point in time there was a time that affirmative action was definitely needed. I think now in today's society, no, I don't feel that it is needed, nor should it be tolerated by anyone. I think you should be any job, anything should be given based on your own merit. You know, your qualifications. So if you want the job, you go out there and you make it happen. You do what you got to do to be qualified. I mean, true, we as black people have to go out there, maybe take a little bit further, you know, a little bit more to it. But at the end of the day, you have to go in there and make it do what it do. You know, so I see both sides of the coin as far as companies. You know, like DJ say, they may not look at you at all if there's affirmative action, but also see your point. Whereas, hey, you know. That's how you identify. You're able to point out, oh, this company's racist. Let's see what's really going on here. Let's put them on blast. So it could go both ways, you know. And affirmative action was something that it did play a part in Black history. You know, it was a part of our history. It was something that was put into play to level the playing field. Because at one point in time, let's be real with it. Yeah, we weren't on level playing field with white people.
No,
we weren't at all. So it was something that was brought into play to help us out. Me personally speaking. You know, like I say, now in today's society, I don't see a need. I don't see a need for it now in today's society. I don't. Back then, maybe.
No, you
but
have
not,
to.
But
Even
not
now,
today.
to get promoted, you have to.
No. I think promotion should be based on your own merit. It should be based on what you do.
We wouldn't get looked at at all. We wouldn't even
back
get
in the
looked
day. But now
that's why we have it.
But now you are.
It's still the same thing. It's still the same thing.
It's just one of those controversial things.
I don't give a care if they making you do it. Look at me.
Yeah,
because it's a time you wouldn't even know my qualification or know anything about me because African American, but whatever. So now from the action come along, and that's what African American. I can look at it. Oh yeah, he's qualified, hired.
Well, I mean, in some aspects, like I said,
and that makes it right.
Yeah.
That makes it right.
We wasn't getting looked at all. I was qualified and we wasn't getting looked at all.
Well, yeah, I mean, it kind of, you know, it's one of those things that, like I said, at one point in time, I can see that there was a definite need for, you know, affirmative action. Now, like I said, it's 21st century. Blacks have come a long way. And, you know, we're definitely, I'm not going to say the playing field is completely level, but it's definitely a lot better than what it was. And I think people are being hired and looked at based on their merits.
There's more people now getting hired because of their bad credit scores than them being black or anything else.
Yeah, because nowadays, what companies are doing right.
They're not. You don't have a good security clearance and you're not getting hired.
Right, that's what they're looking at now. Because even now, right, they're making you young.
Don't get me wrong. There's still companies out there that's not hiring you because you're black. But I think it's easier now to put that company under fire as opposed to a company that's meeting a quota already.
Right. There you go.
It was a time that affirmative action was needed. I get that.
Yeah,
the 80s, early 90s. Right. I get that. It was needed. But it's not needed no more.
Yeah, I don't see a need for it either. So I really don't. Yeah.
I never liked it no way because I thought, hey, I'm a grinder. I'm gonna get up.
Yeah, you just gotta make it happen. Because I haven't been in the corporate that's just one of those. That's one of those controversial things in our history that, like I said, you talk to 10, 15 black folks, some may say, hey, we need it. You talk to another 10 or 15, they're going to say they don't need it. It's just one of those topics that's always been, you know, kind of a controversial topic within black history with affirmative action. But, hey, it's a part of our history, you know what I'm saying? You embrace it, you love it, you roll with it, and it is what it is, you know what I mean? For those that it helped, I say, hey, kudos. For those that it didn't help, hey, that means you got to step up to the plate, grind a little harder. You know what I mean? Fake it till you make it. Do what you got to do. But that's black history, you know what I'm saying? That's why we have a rich history. That's why black history is important.
So the black history exactly how how does it play a part into today's future right now? I mean, how if it's important, how important is it, you know, right this moment?
That's a vague question. I thought we answered it.
I see what he's saying. How's it important in today?
I answered it.
You can look at it in really 4 different ways. You can look at it from a standpoint of integration, celebration, recognition, and identification. Integration is because what we're trying to do is because we're trying to integrate or bring our history to the forefront of black people, of not just black people, our own race, but other races. You know, let other races know that, hey, guess what? That stoplight you stopping at, black man did that. See what I'm saying? That iron that you're using to get them wrinkles out, a black man did that. See what I'm saying? A lot of other inventions that are out there, that washing machine, a black man. You be walking around with dirty clothes. It's integration. It's letting people know that, guess what? We contributed it something to this society, and guess what? Y'all still using it.
Okay, let
Integration.
me bag this question up.
Go ahead, bring it on
The
down.
reason why this question is important and why I asked is because Black History Month come around, we all get this way. Black president, we elected black president, we get this way. First black
Get
this, we get all hurrah behind the black culture. But the truth of the matter is if you're not gonna be this way all the time,
24/7.
then there's no need for you. Black history it's irrelevant simply because we are not doing things as a black culture to celebrate all the time what we went through in the past. Period.
I see your point. I see your point there.
Oh.
I see your
What do you
point there.
mean no?
Absolutely
No, us as a culture. You mean to tell
No.
me the
That's
struggles, all the struggles that the black woman has had, but yet and still, all we seem to know about black women is that we twerk and that you love white women. So I mean, so our struggle to you means what exactly? If
Because
if
I
black
like
history,
white women doesn't mean anything. My kids are 100% black.
No, I understand. Your kids are,
And I
Your
would
kids
date
are.
a black woman.
And
I
your kids
have.
are, but I'm saying,
I like all women.
I'm just that you
the
like
hell?
all women when it's convenient to like all women.
What?
You-
I don't mess with a woman for the color of their skin.
Oh, come on.
Well, I mean, it just depends. T to the Toms in the building. Much love. But I mean, to me, with the women thing, it's individual preference.
Not
I
just
mean,
the women thing. I'm just let's.
But
let's
in
just-
general,
let's-
but I know I see your point
the whole
wholeheartedly.
culture, like it
Right,
just
right.
it doesn't make no
If
sense
you're
for us
not
to go
going
through
to-
this.
right.
For us to go through this struggle,
We
and
get-
then
yeah.
in Black History Month we get this way, and the black president we get a certain kind of way. And
Well, that
when
goes
we-
that goes
and
on
when
for
we-
any holiday.
when
We don't
we
get
elect-
certain ways for Christmas, but we don't get Jesus fied until Easter. We don't get
Yeah, well,
we don't
yeah,
get pagan
but-
fied till Halloween. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
we don't get no election presidential until it's time for election race. We don't get Christmas until Christmas. That
Yeah.
goes on for any holiday. That's why they set those
I see
days
your
aside.
point, right?
That's why
but
they
I
set those
see-
days aside to
But I
observe.
see LJ's point too in that with Black
But he's
history.
talking about the-
that's something.
a
That's
small
something that. But,
percent.
right, but no, I
What do you
understand
mean a
that.
small percent?
But I think
Twerking,
it's
not everyone
I think it's
twerks.
I think it's a little broader than that because
No,
I have to agree.
It was once upon a time when the United States of America, every black person in the United States of America was either for Martin Luther the King or Malcolm X. It was
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
no it was no, they were all fought together as a culture. Now we're so individual. We're the only culture that's all individuals.
Yeah.
Not true.
The Samoans stick together. The Mexicans stick together.
Some of them don't. Some of them don't. Just like black people stick together,
They have
some of them don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I
Okay.
see LJ's point
And the
though.
reason why everyone was pro Dr. King
Uh-huh.
and Malcolm X back then, because they was fighting for our freedom, because we couldn't do anything, so everybody rallied behind
And
each
now
other.
since
and they
we're
couldn't do it.
free,
we're not
now
free.
since we're
we still have people out there doing
And
it.
now since we're free, it's as if that history is irrelevant because
That's
we
true.
got people out here they don't
That's
even
not true.
they don't even realize it.
Yeah, that's true though because
That is not true.
You don't. I mean, from my standpoint, I can honestly say I see where LJ's coming from because you don't hear much about
Ignorance
Martin
is
Luther King
bliss.
Jr. until.
Nah, I'm ignorant.
I say ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, no, you don't hear much about Martin Luther King Jr. until his birthday rolls around.
I don't agree
Until
with
that
that.
holiday. No, and it's true. You don't. You don't hear much about him at all. When his
Don't
when
agree
his
with
birthday
that.
rolls around,
On what
the
region?
commercials come out on TV
What
and
region?
everything else.
What region?
In California and Michigan. I think in all parts of the United States. Some parts, don't get me wrong, they are going to celebrate that year round. They're going to show that homage. But then there's other parts like I can say right here in Oceanside, like since Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday passed, came and went, I ain't heard squat dilly about him. I ain't seen no specials on TV. I ain't seen nothing.
I honestly believe that Black history has made, for the most part, the black culture lightweight, lazy, and thinking people owe them something.
And some people do. Some people do.
I think black people
That's
think
all
that.
race.
I think black people think that America owe them something.
That's all race.
Period.
Everyone thinks
Some
that.
people
Nah,
do.
I don't think
And like back in the day, they had the big debate about reparations for
Arabic
slavery.
people don't come here thinking that America owed them something.
Do you think like
Although we give it to them, though.
Well, yeah, the Indians they paid in
We
full.
get it. Did we get an Asian some? We give everybody else some.
And I think it's just one of those things. Like I said,
let me ask y'all a question.
break it on down.
Since we want to say it just people only get real black in the month of February. How many black organizations do y'all know of besides the NAACP?
I know of the ACLU.
How many? Hold on. Let me finish.
I'm gonna break it down for you.
How many black organizations do y'all contribute to? How many black people do y'all talk to about this on a daily basis? How many groups do y'all actually go to and talk? How many books do you pick up and read about them? How many have y'all have done?
I don't do that.
I do.
I don't do that. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm not gonna sit inside
I'm
do
an
it every
American.
day.
I'm not a black American. I'm
Right.
an American. And I teach my daughter. I know she's a black woman, and period. But we can't begin as a society. We can't begin to everyone want to be treated as an equal if we keep separating ourselves, putting these prefixes before us. I'm a man. Oh no, my bad. I'm a black man.
You damn right. Yes, I'm a black man. That's what I am.
So the whole Dr. Martin Luther King speech goes out the window once you say that.
Yeah,
that's not true.
Yes, it does.
But
Do not judge me by the content of
So
my...
because you saying you're a black man don't mean you're getting judged.
But no.
Yes,
I mean,
you
I see
are.
his point.
What?
His point, because his speech says, I want to live in a society where my children will not be judged by the color of their
Exactly.
skin,
Okay.
but by the content of their character.
Yeah, but
so you can't say,
So if
because
I
before
tell-
I'm a black man, I'm a man first.
Don't get me wrong. I understand
Black
that
is
I'm a
just my
black
skin
man.
color.
Just
Because
because I say
society
I'm a
wants me to know that I'm a black man. But if I want to change that, I have to begin to think myself and begin to get others to think themselves that you are just a man or you're
First.
just a woman.
First.
So if you start putting prefixes or you start asking people on a application race, cut that out. Let's cut all that out.
Yeah, I see
Let's
his
not
point.
even do that.
Let's just go gender.
'Cause it shouldn't even
Male,
matter.
Female. Yeah.
Are you a male or a female?
That's all
It shouldn't matter. What race you are shouldn't matter.
I see his point.
The first black president, who cares? Let's just call him the president. President Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Hey, you can call me what you want to, man. That's you say what you want to. You can get the old funny look on your face that you get sometimes. He's just the president to me, especially after the first 4 years. the second 4 years, he is President Barack Obama. He's not the first black president Barack Obama. No.
Yeah.
No.
He got reelected. I see his point. That's why we the man cave, because we keep it real. It's real talk, y'all. And we
Call
all
in.
voice our opinions.
Let us know what you think.
Let us know what you thinking out there. That's right.
760-798-9848.
There it is.
Me and DJ is not on the same page. That doesn't happen too often, but we did say this is Black History Month, and he thought that he was going to be the controversial one.
Look
No, y'all don't know how I feel about black
You know what's
people.
going on right now? We got some adversaries in the building.
Oh.
Oh, see? Y'all don't remember that. That's the new word Wednesday 2 weeks ago. Adversaries. Adversaries. Black history is one of those subjects that within the black culture itself creates a lot of controversy. It is. And this is
It creates
proof.
a lot of
this is proof right
It creates
here.
a lot of controversy when you're ignorant to the fact.
Ignorant to the fact of
What fact?
When you're ignorant to black history in itself, it creates a lot of controversy because you want to say certain things that make it sound good to the person that don't know anything about black history and what the struggle and the things that we accomplished, and trying to talk about it because I say I'm a black man that takes away from Dr. King's speech. That's bullcrap. That is not. I am a black man. That because I'm saying I'm a black man does not mean I'm being judged. That does not mean I want somebody, oh, he's a black man, I'm a judge him like that. No, I am a black man. That doesn't take away from Dr. King's speech. Are you serious?
I mean, I see your point. Like I said, everyone has their own opinion and viewpoint on that. But I guess for myself,
Especially if you
and
ain't
this side,
educated on
I
it.
have to. I understand your point, but I have to. In this case, I gotta side with LJ. Before I'm a black man, I'm a man. Then my color comes into play. But first and foremost, I am a man.
Period.
Treat me as a man.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. Then, you want to break it down. Okay, I'm a black man. Okay, you Mexicans, I'm brown pride. Or I'm this, that, and the other. But first, I'm a grown man. That's what I am first. Then everything else comes into play. Because you do negate Dr. King's speech. If you go into
contradicting yourself.
yourself,
You want us to be a black person all year round.
You are black. You are black all year round.
Wait a minute. You want
Unless
us to
you're Michael Jackson
Wait a
and bleaching
minute.
your
You
skin.
want us to be this black person all year round. You want us to be this hoorah black person all year
you
round.
are.
But you don't want us to say I'm a black man.
No.
What?
No, we said
we have problems with people who only do that on the 4th of July.
Right.
I'm not saying I want
Don't show
you-
those yet. Don't show those yet. Don't show those yet.
I'm not saying that we what I'm saying to you is that you are a man, DJ, before you anything else.
I'm a black man.
No, you're a man first.
I am a black man.
We know you're black, but you are a man first.
I am a black man.
Okay.
Okay.
He's a black man.
No, you're black. We can respect it. Everyone has their own opinion
You're
as to
black.
how they want to be viewed. But like I said, everybody knows you're black. You ain't got to make that known.
I mean, you can go some places and if you're a man, you're a man. Period.
That's it.
But if you can go some other places and you're a black man, you just said that some places you just said that I ain't.
What?
You just said that I ain't nothing because you put the prefix on that I'm a black man. Some areas, black men are looked upon as nothing.
Yeah.
So
In a
if
negative-
you would have
in a
just
negative
came,
light.
if you would have
Exactly.
just came there as just a man, if society all around, everywhere across the world, just seen you as a man, it wouldn't even matter.
It wouldn't matter because if you're a black person and a black man is not looked upon as anything, whether you say you're black or not, you're still not looked upon anything. I'm a black man regardless. I don't care. If I don't say I'm a black man, people are going to look at me a certain way anyway. If I say I'm a black man, people are going to look at me a certain way. I'm not living my life for someone else. I am a black man in this world. Straight up. Point blank, point period. That's it.
We know you are.
That's it.
But
And if
before
I
you're
want
a
to say
black
I'm black,
man,
I'm black.
Can't
You're
change-
a man.
How can you change the world just to
You're a
see
man.
you as a man if you don't start
Exactly.
getting everyone used to just seeing you as a man?
I'm a black man.
All right.
That's it. I'm a black man.
You have any clips for us today?
GK, can you show that? I sent the video. Can you show that video, please, of that black boy, or I'm gonna call him a man the way he died. Black man.
Show the black man video clips. Let's see the black man. Let's show the black man requested video clips, please.
DJ have a clip for us today.
It's kind of funny how
he
people
al-
are.
as he
They
always
think
do- as
it's
he
so
al-
funny, but they.
They always do.
Yes.
You getting yourself all irate. Ain't nobody doing that to you but you.
GK,
If you don't know how to hold a conversation without getting
can you
pissed
show
off,
that
that's
clip?
on you.
no. What he
In
saying?
society- Oh, he got it. Here we go. All right.
Can you get some volume to it?
The most important document of the year.
Is there any words?
Any volume?
They talking about it. Ain't hearing nothing. We might have to start it over again.
Can you start it all over again with some vocals? Some audio? How long is it?
Like 3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay.
I didn't want
We finna show you a little documentary dealing with
All right,
history.
well,
and
just
race
take it
in
off
America.
until you get some
Cut
volume
it-
to
well,
it.
call
Yeah,
it, cut
we'll
it
work
off
it out.
till you get audio, man.
It's all good in that regard. But like I say, we got a good topic going on here. It's hot, the way we like it, controversial. That's a good thing.
Anything happening in the world of sports on today or anything? DJ?
Yeah.
Mhm. What's
You
happening?
didn't-
Yeah.
You didn't.
What's happening in the world of
Calm
sports?
down.
Yeah, okay.
If we want to go in the world of sports, or you know what, I'm gonna do it the way I did it. There was a guy. No, he can't get no it's no audio. No audio.
We work it out. We just keep
Hey,
rolling until he gets it.
there's a
till he gets
picture.
it
I
right.
sent a picture of Matthew Robinson. Can you show that picture of Matthew Robinson? Anyone know who Matthew Robinson is?
No, sir.
He came in second to Jesse Owens in the 1936 Olympics.
Okay. All right.
1936 Olympics.
That's what I said.
Okay. I'm not. I was asking.
Anybody know who Matthew Robinson is? Came in
Sound like he was a track runner.
track runner. That's Jackie Robinson's brother. No one knows about this young man. He came in
that's him right there,
second to
okay.
Jesse Owens. But everybody, if you go down to LA, it's two faces. It's two faces. It's Jackie's and Matthew. He came in second. Show that other picture of that black man.
Okay, all right. So
I
he
sent
said
another
that-
picture of another black man.
So Jackie Robinson brothers out there doing
He was
his
a
thing too.
he was a phenomenal athlete himself. Went to UCLA. Came in second to Jesse Owens, and everybody know Jesse Owens was a bad man in the 200 meters. Anybody know who that man is?
Jack Johnson,
Jack Johnson. Who was Jack Johnson though?
world heavyweight champion.
First, was he the first man
Yes,
heavyweight champion, or was he the first black heavyweight champion? I think he was the first black heavyweight champion.
No, he was the first bare-knuckled heavyweight champion.
He was the first black heavyweight champion.
I view him as a man. I see that he's black, but first and foremost, they fought bare-knuckled. He was the first bare-knuckled
He fought
heavyweight
with
champion.
gloves on in 1922. Became the
He
first
also started
black
out bare-knuckled,
heavyweight
though, too.
champ. He wasn't no champ when he went with no knuckles. He got his championship with gloves on.
Okay, now since we're obviously knowing that he is the first black man, bare knuckle championship heavyweight, whatever. Back then, to be the first black something was relevant because we wasn't seen as what?
We weren't seen as anything exactly.
We wasn't seen as equal.
There you
So, in today's society, if we want to be seen as equal, since we have crossed so many barriers,
Have we?
since
Yes,
we
we
have
have.
crossed so many
Yes, we have.
barriers, why now must we put the prefix black be in front of anything that we do now? The first black something. If we want to be looked at as equal, why can't we just say, hey, he's the first man, period, or he's just the man who won, period? Why can't we just do that?
Key, these are
Why
milestones.
must we highlight?
I'm going to answer you.
Why must we highlight the fact that black
gonna
people are
answer
still
you.
doing stuff?
I'm going to answer you.
Break it on down.
Because back then, we couldn't do it. So now that we're there, now that we have overcome some of those leaps and bounds, we're going to let everyone know, you know what? 1,000 years ago, there was no one else to do it, but now we have the first black person to do this in history. You was the same person when President Barack Obama got voted for president. You was happy that he was the first black president. Yes, you was. When the Super Bowl came with the Indianapolis Colts and Chicago Bears, and there was two African-American coaches in the Super Bowl, you was the same one that was saying, that's tight, they got two black people in the Super Bowl. The same one. But now we want to change that, we was the same one that's saying the same thing with these black people. The exact same thing. The Trayvon Martin case, everybody was saying that he got what he deserved. I mean, he was doing that because he was a black boy getting chased by someone else. But all of a sudden, now we want to change that? What happened to those things?
No, they're relevant at that time.
Oh, that was just so. It's just a present moment, though.
I understand
This
what
is
you're
the
saying in that
present
regard.
moment.
I understand what he's saying, but what LJ is saying that if we want to be considered or viewed as an equal, put it like this: when a white man walks into a place, he don't walk into a place and says, "I'm a white man." He said,
And when
"I'm a man."
And when a
so
black
guess
person
what?
walk into a place, they don't walk in, I'm a black man.
You do.
No, I don't.
Wait a minute. Did you not say,
No,
I'm a black man?
I'm letting y'all know who I am.
Huh?
But I don't go, if I'm going to go to an establishment, hey man, serve me, I'm a black man. I don't even announce that I'm a man. That's already understood. But I'm letting y'all know I am a black man.
It's
You don't
already
need to tell
understood.
us.
But if I want to say it, I can.
But guess what? You darker than me, so you ain't got to tell me. I know you're black.
But what's wrong with someone saying they're a black man or a black woman
There's
or a white
nothing-
woman
no,
or a
we're not
white
saying
man?
there's nothing wrong with that.
Wait, all I'm saying to you is that if we keep looking at ourselves as equal by putting a prefix there
That's it.
every time we do something great or every time something happened to us, then we're not making everything equal. Everything got to be equal once you're just saying, because we don't point out that white people are white people.
Or Mexicans are Mexicans. You don't see
But every time we
right.
do something, we got to point out that we're black. Let's
See?
make everything equal and just say, hey,
Why we do
a
that?
man do that,
Why
or
we do
woman
that
do
though?
that.
Answer that question.
We
Why
don't,
we do that?
we don't have to do it no more. We're not in
Right.
the 40s
It
and
ain't-
30s.
It's the habit what happened in our history. That's why you must know your black history. That's why we do that. That is why we let everything know there was the first black person to do this. What did George Washington Carver do?
The reason why we
importance-
did that was
What did
because
George
we
Washington
wasn't
Carver
looked
do?
upon
Washington Carver,
as
he worked with the
equal.
What did
He
Andrew,
was the first man to come up
Andrew
with
do?
a million
Andrew
different
Jackson,
patents for the
come
finger.
on, come on. We
Right.
do that for a reason.
But
we
you know
do
what it
that
is?
for a reason.
But history, you learn your history and you teach your children your history so that you don't end up making those same mistakes
Answer
and
this,
going
Tony.
back
I
down.
just,
that
Okay,
same
Tony,
path.
answer
I
this.
just feel like we deliver.
Okay,
we,
answer this,
We
LJ
want
and
to
Tony.
be equal and we want to be treated equal, but
Okay.
by us doing that, we're separating.
Okay.
We're deliberately separating ourselves.
Okay, answer this.
That's all I'm saying.
Answer
Break it
this.
all down.
Answer this. 2000. We're in 2014,
Uh-huh.
right? And let's say Steve Jackson becomes the vice president of the United States of America, and he's a black man. What they're gonna say?
I'm gonna say he's the vice president.
What would people say if we have a black vice president? He's the what? He's the first black vice president, right? You have to say that because there's people that don't even know that. That's what you call educating yourself. Time out. Let me go something else. What if Jose Hernandez become? Wait a minute. What if Jose Hernandez become president? What would people say? He's the first what type of president? First Mexican president.
Not necessarily.
What?
Not necessarily. Because there's been some of the presidents that's come through the office that has some Mexican in them.
Oh, my goodness.
If you want to go there,
Can we get some callers in? Can we get some callers in?
get
Who?
technical with it?
Who?
We got 5 minutes.
Who?
Go ahead. Who
Name
chiming
one.
in?
Name one.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead.
I think what the problem is y'all all are right. You know, we're all basically saying the same thing.
No, we're not.
Here's why I agree with D over here. For one, we're not the ones who started that. We're not
There-
the ones
there
who
you go.
started putting.
Hold on, Tony.
He's
Let
the
me talk.
first black president. He's the first black champion. He's the first black. We were just talking about this the other day. First black quarterback to win the Super Bowl. Second black now. We're not the ones who started that, right?
That's right.
True.
But I do agree with you too, James. We don't have to keep doing it because then it kind of it changes the dynamic of it when you say it now. But here's the problem: we create our own history. We celebrate our own history. White people didn't give us that. They didn't say, you know what? Well, they probably did say, you know what? We're gonna give you the shortest month. You want something? We're gonna give you that. But we are the ones who we celebrate our own history. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, so
I
our
feel you.
kids,
Right.
we got to tell our kids
There you
he's
go.
the first black president. We have to say that because we're the only ones that celebrate that. You see what I'm saying?
Oh no, I agree with you wholeheartedly in that sense. I agree with you wholeheartedly. And like I said before,
I just want to say this. This is the only country that says black in front of our. We're American, just like if we were Brazilian
There
or
it is.
English
That's it.
Exactly.
or Puerto Rican.
That's
That's
what we
it.
are.
Every athlete that goes overseas and plays, they say they treat them better over there. So it's not us that. Just
So,
like he said
when
when
you
he
go-
said we're the. They see us as black. He's right because we don't do that. They do that, and we're reacting to it.
Yeah.
So
Remember,
that's what,
we were
that's what I'm
slaves and we
saying.
came up.
That's what I'm saying. When you go to China, they don't say, "Oh, he's a this," or he don't. They don't put prefixes in front of themselves.
When Yao
When
Ming
you
came
come
to the NBA, what
when
they
you
say?
come to America, when you come to
When Yao
America,
Ming came to America, they said he was the first Chinese basketball player, right?
Oh!
that's what Americans said. That's what Americans said.
And that's
but
what his
over
people say.
But over there,
They're saying
he's
the same
just
thing.
He's
No.
just a Chinese
Well,
man.
this society we live in
No.
America, does that. They try to make us think it's that way all over the world, but it's here.
There you go.
No.
When you're-
China
when
was
you're-
saying the same
when
But
thing.
you know what?
when
You
you're-
hit
There's
it
a
right.
difference between
when you-
watching ABC News and CNN or British news. Like, our news tells us what they want us to hear.
Right.
I dated this French black chick. She was French and she was black. But over there they didn't call her a black French girl. She was just a French girl. Period.
So,
So
the reason
why
we're
in
dealing with
America?
this issue
Why
is
in
'cause
America
it's
I gotta
America.
be a black
Yeah,
man? Why
it's
can't I
America.
just be a man?
But no,
Period.
but-
American
You're fighting the wrong fight. Like I said, we're not the ones who created that.
Exactly.
That
There
dynamic.
you
Let
go.
me say
Exactly.
this. Let me say this.
So that's what I'm saying.
Young in Africa.
Until we decide to stop using those prefixes in front of and teach your child, hey,
But
you
it's
are a
twofold.
woman.
It's
Understand
twofold.
that you're a black woman. I get
It's
it,
twofold,
but you are a woman.
It's like I said, it's twofold though. We can stop that, but then our history our history goes away because we
Exactly.
are the
Our
only
history
ones-
been erased. When we came over here on the ships, it was gone.
But listen,
Period. You are American.
Yeah, okay, I get that, but listen,
No.
we are the only ones that celebrate that.
No.
So for our children, we have to say that. We have to say.
I say this. Hold on, let me say this.
I
Let me
see
say
the
this.
point.
Let me say
I see
this.
the
You know what I'm
point.
saying?
Let me say this.
We got 2 minutes, y'all. Come on, we got 2 minutes.
Anybody in this room ever been to Africa?
No, and
Okay.
I'm not claiming
Close
to
to
be.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Horn of Africa, anywhere close to it?
No.
And you have, right?
Iraq or anything? You know what they? You know how they?
Yeah, I've been over to Iraq.
You know
I've
what
been
they
to
call each other?
Afghanistan.
You know
I've
what they
been-
say? Look at that white woman over there.
Okay, and
And that's in Africa.
Right, I know.
You're gonna go to the corner, you're gonna see that white woman. You're gonna go to the corner, you're gonna see that black boy.
Okay, and
Is something wrong with that?
that's just an identifying factor. I mean, over there, you got to understand something. You're talking about Africa. Africa is 98% black. So, I mean,
They don't
unless
consider
you're
us African in Africa.
you know,
Black Americans, they don't consider
No,
us
the Yankees.
African.
exactly.
I know.
Precisely.
Not at all. But
Precisely.
that's not my point. You're missing a point.
Your point is valid, and I
I'm
know. what
talking
you're saying.
about. I'm talking about these two. So what's up with that? What's up with that? White woman over there.
Because
She'll
you don't
get you this.
see
The black boy over there.
You don't
will get
see.
you that.
You don't
come here,
see,
black boy. Come
but
in,
you-
white
in
boy,
Africa,
white
you
girl.
don't see too many white folks mingling and mixing with the black. Like here in America,
That's not true.
On Jefferson Lane, you got
That's
black,
not
white,
true.
Mexican, whatever. Over there, no. Johannesburg, yes. You get into Nigeria, Ethiopia, some other African cities, there are not a lot of blacks at all. Trust me,
That's
I know
the
that
media
for a
with
fact.
you. That's the
not
media.
No,
Yeah, it is.
I know someone from Africa, and she
Yeah, it is.
she's from there. She says, no, when you get off the plane, that's all you see is black folks. She says, very seldom do you run across a white person. So she said it's very, very unique and different. But like I said, y'all, this is a great show. Great topic. Like I said, it's very controversial. We're going to keep this thing moving. We own this thing for the whole month. If you got something to chime in, you want to say it, give us a call. Let us know what's up. We want to hear from you. Great topic tonight.
Get
DJ
used to
got a
this
little-
face.
That's right.
Get used to this face right here. DJ, hit us with some DJology, man.
Real quick, like, so we can close this thing out. Send us home on a positive note.
Ignorance is bliss.
All right, ignorance is bliss. All right.
DJ, hit us with some DJology so we can go.
Ignorance is bliss.
All right, that's the theology. So like I said, y'all, we got Greenlight Radio coming up next. Giving a shout out to my man Tommy Chung in the building, making it do what it do as well. And so y'all stand by. Great show. Much love, much respect, peace, love. Learn your history. Don't forget your new word for the day. Tenuous.
This is a man's world.
This is man's world.
Tenuous.
Nah, it ain't.
He's flimsy.
Nothing tenuous about it.
But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. You see, man made the cars to take us over the road. Man made the train to carry the heavy load. Man made the electric light to take us out of the dark. Man made the boat for the water, like Noah made the ark. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. Man thinks about a little bit of baby girls and a baby boys.